A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a landmark decision, President Joe Biden has commuted the life sentence of Leonard Peltier, a Native American rights activist who has spent nearly 50 years in federal prison. This significant move, made in the final moments of Biden's presidency, has been celebrated by advocates of social justice and indigenous rights across the nation. Leonard Peltier, now 80 years old, was convicted in connection with the deaths of two FBI agents during a standoff at the Pine Ridge Indian Reservation in South Dakota back in 1975. The commutation allows Peltier to transition to home confinement, marking a pivotal moment in the long-standing fight for his freedom and highlighting broader issues surrounding the treatment of indigenous peoples in the United States. Peltier's case has been a focal point for activists, musicians, and public figures advocating for his release. Over the years, numerous artists, including Chris Christopherson, Willie Nelson, and Rage Against the Machine, have rallied support for Peltier, emphasizing the perceived injustices surrounding his conviction. The Biden administration released a statement acknowledging Peltier's age, health issues, and the lengthy time he has already served, indicating that this decision is a step toward healing and reconciliation with Native American communities. Kevin Sharp, an attorney who has been instrumental in the efforts to secure Peltier's release, expressed relief and gratitude for the president's decision. He stated that it took nearly 5 decades to recognize the injustices of Peltier's conviction, and now he can finally return to his reservation to spend his remaining days in peace. Peltier's conviction has been widely criticized, with many claiming that the evidence against him was fabricated or mishandled, and that he was wrongfully convicted. The events leading to Peltier's conviction are deeply rooted in the historical struggles faced by indigenous peoples in the U.S. In 1975, during a tense period of activism and resistance against government oppression, 2 FBI agents were killed during a shootout at the Pine Ridge Reservation. Peltier was arrested alongside 2 others, but only he was convicted of murder. His trial raised numerous concerns about the integrity of the evidence presented, as no witnesses identified him as the shooter. Despite these issues, he was sentenced to life in prison in 1977. The commutation of Peltier's sentence is part of a broader pattern of clemency actions taken by President Biden, who has issued a record number of pardons and commutations during his time in office. This includes nearly 2,500 individuals convicted of nonviolent drug offenses and several other high-profile cases. Peltier's release is particularly significant as it resonates with ongoing movements advocating for indigenous rights and justice. The American Indian Movement, AIM, of which Peltier was a prominent member, emerged in the 1960s to address issues of police brutality and discrimination against Native Americans. The movement gained national attention during the Wounded Knee Standoff in 1973, which was a symbolic protest against government policies and historical injustices. Peltier's involvement in AIM and the events surrounding the Pine Ridge Reservation have made his case emblematic of the broader struggles for indigenous self-determination and justice. As Peltier transitions to home confinement, many supporters hope that this decision will not only bring closure to his long fight for freedom, but also serve as a catalyst for further discussions on the treatment of indigenous peoples in the U.S. The fight for justice for Leonard Peltier has become a rallying cry for activists, and his release is seen as a victory in the ongoing battle against systemic injustices faced by Native Americans. In conclusion, Leonard Peltier's release after nearly 50 years in prison symbolizes a significant moment in the fight for indigenous rights and justice in the United States. As the nation reflects on this development, it is a reminder of the importance of addressing past injustices and working towards a more equitable future for all. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.